who do you expect or predict to regress next season? Maverick.
I mean, I don't know if anyone's necessarily going to regress from going from an A to a C level of production, but I would say just the offensive line in just overall their production as a group would go down. And I think Laken Tomlinson might struggle at the beginning of the year, just not having Joe Staley on his left side. But I haven't got to see Trent Williams as much as you guys have, but I would go with Laken Tomlinson. First half is not as great as his whole season was last year, but maybe by mid-season he'll be able to pick it up back to where he wants it to be.
Okay. Richard Sherman, because it's another year on there. I think teams still forget that you can pick on him with speed. It's been like that for years now, even before his injury. And the fact that I know people say, oh, well, look at the Super Bowl, finally challenged him, but they challenged him in the Packers game as well. And I know he had that nice little Hail Mary grab. But honestly, if he's playing close up to him, always audible and just challenge his side. Because if he whips on that jam, it's over. It's done.
Look, you're right. But it's easy for you to say. Look, what I notice is the only quarterbacks that actually do it are the Hall of Famers.
Yeah, that's true.
Every other quarterback is just terrified.
And that might be something maybe their offensive coordinator is telling them, hey, don't try that side, because maybe they don't even trust in their quarterback and stuff like that. But they should try. I think teams will most likely take more hits against him. And I think secretly, very deep down, the 49ers kind of hopes he takes a drop down this year to a certain degree. Not so it causes them to lose game, but to make their decision easier to not re-sign him.
I see what you're saying. Jack, what do you think?
I'm going to go with a guy that's his numbers are going to be down a little bit this year. I'm going to say Nick Bosa. Without Buckner coming back, that's he's not going to see maybe get as many one-on-ones opportunities as he was getting last year. Buckner took a lot of pressure off both of those guys on the edge. So I'm going to go with Bosa. He's still going to be a productive player, but just not at that same level as he was in last year.
I love that answer. Not because I have anything against Nick Bosa. I just think it's an out-of-the-box, interesting answer that I wasn't expecting. And it's better than my answer. But I was going to go along the same lines and say Eric Armstead. And not because I think Eric Armstead's a bum, but I do think he benefited big time, just like Bosa, from Buckner's presence. Because although Armstead got a lot of double teams, Buckner got more. And now there's a lot of pressure on Eric Armstead. And he already missed half a training camp, no OTAs, no preseason, all of this. I just think he's going to go from 10 sacks to probably 5.5. So Eric Armstead, and maybe a lot of it's because of the contract. But I don't know, the contract year thing. So that's my prediction. But I like the Bosa. Jack wins that round.